and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, episode 763, September 2nd, 2021. And if that yell sounded a little different, that's because I'm not Will. I'm Wes, and we have Pat and Mark. Will is off. I had a little tummy issue. That guy's always taking off. If I had a buck for every time Will took off, I'd have $3.
Yeah.
So
lazy, really.
Yeah, he's way past due. We've even had to tell him he needs to take days off because he's a workaholic. But do you think, we were talking about this before, do you think he really had that severe of a stomach ache, or do you think he just didn't want to say, I want to take a fucking day off because I haven't taken a day off in forever? Because I think it's a little bit of both.
I think it's a little bit of both.
It was related to like some bad blueberries that he claimed had psychedelic properties.
Yeah. And then he was texting up a storm. He seemed like not sick on the text threads. I mean, again, he should be taking more days off than he does, and this is well deserved. But I'm not buying the blueberry story that much.
A story so strange, it has to be true, right? Isn't that usually
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. If he made that up, that's something.
Well, Will's not a liar.
I think he had the shits. He had the shits, but I don't think it took him out for 20 hours.
I think he may have eaten too much weed last night and blueberries. Actually, I can't say that. Will's he's indestructible when it comes to marijuana. His brain is indestructible.
Yeah, I don't think it was weed.
He had a bad night's sleep and a little bit of the stomach and the hallucination things going on. How moldy were the blueberries? Was it like a cow came out of a cow's ass?
See, that's my thing. Is I think for the level of mold blueberries would have to have for you to trip from them, it would be
a guy's
impossible not to notice.
Or is it even possible to trip on moldy blueberries? I don't know.
And probably throw them out, right? At this point.
If I see one little piece of mold on like a blueberry or blackberry, they're in the trash.
Oh, I cut it out.
Strawberry? Oh, really? You cut it out? I throw the whole thing out.
Blueberries, I get a little knife, just a tiny little knife, and I cut each piece of mold individually.
Okay.
Well, what do we got cooking today?
Oh, man, big stuff. I'm going to be doing the cup of coffee in the big time. What are you guys talking about? I'm going to run down the trends. We're going to get to those. But what are you guys talking about? What teas?
So I'm doing TikTok International Moment, and I have to say that one of the subjects is a very special friend of the program, Callback. He did something again in the news.
I'm assuming you're talking about Yuri.
Yeah.
I saw Yuri in the news
today.
It's Yuri.
Yuri.
He doesn't live here in the States unless he's a really good actor. It's very possible.
Yeah. And I'm going to be talking about Markwayne Mullin, the congressman who went rogue and fled to Afghanistan, and we'll keep you posted on him.
One name, Markwayne, no space.
Markwayne Mullin.
Markwayne. I saw a funny thing today that were like, it was like a Starbucks meme, or like, it was just a meme, but it was someone at Starbucks like, Mark with a C, can you spell that? And then they spelled it C-A-R-K. Because, Mark with the C is stupid. It's Kark.
I don't know what you got against Marks with a C.
Oh, they're fucking assholes.
All right.
Let's do the news.
Let's do the news. Let's get into,
cup of coffee in the big time.
Hell yeah. Holidays and this day in history and the top trending topics of the day. Let's get into holidays first. It's National Blueberry Day, guys. So,
no way. No, there's no chance.
No, I swear to God. Pretty weird.
You're Pretty weird. That up.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
All right.
Might want to Google that. It's Popsicle Day. Popsicle Day World Coconut Day. It's coconut. I might have misread this. It's either Coconut Popsicle Day, Coconut Day, or Popsicle Day. Doesn't matter. It's National No Patrick's Day.
What?
No Patrick's Day?
I'm personally taking offense from.
I feel like you're making this entire list up.
I'm not. It's a SpongeBob SquarePants thing. National No Patrick Day.
Okay.
And Pierce Your Ears Day. Been there, done that. No thanks.
It's Strong Base Day.
Strong Base Day. Yeah. Tough to be toppled Day.
Yeah.
Let's get into this day in history, guys. In 1666, the Great Fire of London began at 2 a.m. in Pudding Lane, and it destroyed 80% of London. 13,200 houses, 87 parishes, including St. Paul's Cathedral, and most of the buildings in the city. It's estimated to have destroyed the homes of 70,000 of the city's 80,000 inhabitants, and it started in a bakery.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
What's
How
the
do
one?
you...
Okay, I'm thinking of the Chicago fire where they said it was a cow, but it really wasn't a cow that started it. Yeah.
Bessie, right? She knocked it over a lantern.
Lantern, yeah.
Well, what was it?
I don't know exactly what it
human.
was, but yeah, it was. I think it was a lantern, but I don't know if it was a cow.
A human that blamed it on a cow.
That whole damn city was made of lacquer. It was
Yeah.
totally wooden at the time.
Didn't
Chicago
put so much
was.
lacquer on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the 4 stars. Fire.
Yeah. Guys, in 1901, American politician Teddy Roosevelt, who was then the Republican vice presidential candidate, gave the first public speech in which he said, "Speak softly and carry a big stick. You will go far." And the big stick policy later became a feature in his presidency. So famous American quote, Teddy Roosevelt.
Pretty good.
Roughneck. Well, let's get into the top trends, guys. Got a 4-pack coming at you. So these are the top trends. It's a proprietary algorithm we will never share with you. But essentially, it's the most happening stuff of the day. Number 4, y'all, is the Rasmussen Report / hashtag better with Biden. So a new Rasmussen Report, which is via national telephone and online survey, finds that 52% of likely U.S. voters believe that Biden should resign because of the way the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan was handled. 39% disagree, 9% are not sure. So, yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I mean,
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I do want to point out how the poll was
I'm not
worded.
surprised by that at all. But
The
Yeah,
Rasmussen
usually
Report,
it's disapproval
Yeah.
rating, not necessarily
resign. Yeah.
resign rating.
I mean, I did predict that if one soldier, one member of the armed forces, of the U.S. Armed Forces died, he would be pretty much forced to resign. There's 13, so I don't know.
He says it was he did a great job. So still,
Yeah, but still, 52%.
Yeah.
Well,
see what
okay.
happens.
Real quick. Yeah, obviously there's like a lot of negative opinion about the way Biden handled the pullout, and
Right.
there's no doubt about that. He goofed it pretty bad and is really being a douche about it. But I do want to point out how the poll was worded, which is always interesting,
Okay.
guys, when you see stats or any sort of poll, especially, with the internet age, people try to use it on social media as like a headline only. You got to dig a little deeper. Here's how it was worded. The first question, should President Joe Biden resign because of the way he handled the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan? It's pretty standard.
Yeah.
Number 2, do you agree with this statement? I think Joe Biden deserves to be impeached because he abandoned thousands of Afghans who fought with us, and he's going to abandon some American citizens because he capitulated to the Taliban to a 31st of August deadline.
That's awesome. Let's get a little more personal.
Yeah,
it's
Do
leading.
you agree with this statement? Who's wiping Joe Biden's ass?
If you
'Cause
don't,
someone
you're a pussy.
He's not wiping his own ass.
They build a yes ladder.
Yeah.
Let me know. Many people would describe you as a smart and reasonable individual.
Right.
Do you think Joe Biden can put his own clothes on?
Right. And then the
Got a
third
little
one was about
aggressive.
whether Kamala Harris was fit to be vice president. So that was what was trending on the right. Trending on the left, hashtag better with Biden, which I think was a direct response to the Rasmussen poll. But I thought it was a direct response, but it was really because a media pack called Media's Touch, I guess that's a pretty clever name, I guess, put this tweet out.
Like Midas touch? Media?
Exactly, like
Yeah.
Midas Touch, but it's Media's Touch, and they're a left-leaning pack. They said, we'll release a new video once we get to 1,000 replies with hashtag better with Biden. Ready, go. And you better believe they got 1,000 replies to counteract, I guess, the Rasmussen thing. Pretty powerful stuff. I didn't know. It's rare that you see like one account just saying, hey, say this, and
What
then
was the
shit starts
video?
trending. This is the video. I'll play it for you here.
Just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats than the Republicans. Just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats than the Republicans. Just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats than the Republicans.
You get it. So it's Donald Trump saying, just seems that the economy does better under the Democrats than it does the Republicans, with an infographic highlighting cumulative job growth under the last 5 presidents, which depending on what poll you're looking at, apparently during Democrats it peaks, Republicans.
I mean, better with Biden is just basically like anyone but Trump. There's the same hashtag. I mean, they just kind of repurposed it.
Yeah,
I think that's what it means.
as an anyone but Trump guy. I don't know, man. We could do better than Biden. It should be better than Biden.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
Trump's a douche too, but why did we? But Biden's 150. I mean, just
Yeah.
I mean, they really just
better than both.
the old, joke between a douche and a turd, right? The South Park joke. They really they narrowed the scope for us between like one 70-something-year-old man to another who's polarizing to another 70-something-year-old man who has a lot of skeletons in his closet and like introduced lots of nasty legislation and is like seemingly not with it.
He doesn't have an ounce of president aura in him, in his bones.
I would say his look is very presidential.
Maybe his look with it, but the way he carries himself, the way he talks, nothing is presidential about that man, in my opinion.
Well, neither was Trump, in my opinion. But I mean, like, I want to hear what Jim Clyburn has to say, because the only reason Biden's in office is because of South Carolina.
It's because the fucking Democratic Party plays fucking games, like the Republican Party. That's just like all those assholes do. They engineer who we get to vote for, which dickhead we get to pick. It's fucking bullshit.
Don't even let us vote at this point. Just put someone in there. I mean, might as well.
And if we did vote, Mark, our vote wouldn't be actually cast who we actually voted for. So
start the squeal, Pat.
Start the squeal. How has there not been a porn yet?
We need to come up with the sound clip for that.
Start the squeal. Fuck. Man, I got to buy that domain. I haven't thought about that. I haven't bought that one. By the way, dude, I saw my domain bill yesterday. Because I keep buying these domains. It's a fucking insane domain bill. It's disgusting.
Is it yearly or monthly?
It's yearly.
Oh, so like once a year you get like a $500 slap in the face?
Yeah, it was like $740.
Yeah.
Whoa. How many fucking domains you got parked right now?
Every time I say that I'm going to buy a domain, I do.
Yeah, I mean, on this show alone, he's probably bought 30.
Yeah. Well, one my favorite was like wet hole, dry hole or something. It was at your suggestion, Mark. I'll have to look exactly, see what it is.
A lot of them are at my suggestion. I remember when we were countering like a dude wipes, we're going to come up with our own dude wipes company. So we had like 10 domains about like wiping your junk. Like,
I'm still holding Wang Wash.
Yeah, Wang Wash, wash balls, Wang Wash. Yeah, all those.
Yeah, I'm still holding. Let's see. I think I found it. I have copdicks.com, dry wet bar and dry wet butt.
Copdicks you have?
Copdicks, yeah.
Okay.
Remember that band 303? Don't trust a hoe. I was. We met that guy at a party one time, and he was like, "I'm a domain collector too." And then we were joshing, and someone said Copdicks. I was like, "Watch this! I bought it. Can we be friends?" Never call me back. All right, number 3. I'm kidding. We text. Number 3, Texas abortion. Hate talking about abortion on this show because it's a polarizing subject. Unlike politics, where we can both agree that presidents suck. Abortion is effectively not legal in the great state of Texas any longer.
Yeah, 6 weeks, right? 6 weeks is like, I mean, that's really short, right? That's a lot of people don't know it's 6 weeks. That's really not a long period of time.
Well, not a lot of people know. No one knows it's 6 weeks, pretty much. Lawyers for all of the clinics in Texas have estimated that 85 to 90% of abortions are performed after the 6 week mark.
Pretty much made it illegal. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you miss. I've never had a period because I'm an elite athlete. But if I
bled from your ass?
No, I've never had my period because I just keep it so tight. There's not enough fat to go around. Gotcha. I'm like a gymnast. But if I did have a period, I'd imagine that the first period you miss, you're like, hope that's not a pregnancy, but it could be anything else. And then 2 weeks later, that's 6 weeks. Fuck.
That's 6 weeks. Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. Again, we don't like talking about abortion on the show, but Jesus Christ, that's going to lead to a lot of teenage pregnancies and stuff and other stuff.
It's also been leading to kind of backfire on the people that passed that law. Ton of abortions yesterday.
I imagine.
Just an overwhelming amount of abortions.
Really? Just a spike, huh?
Those lines around the block.
Well, they had to get it in because it's now officially illegal, pretty much. I heard something like $10,000 fines. Like,
let's get to that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, quick history lesson: abortion was federally legalized, and you're going to hate to hear this, constitutionalists. Was also established as a protected constitutional right back in 1973 after the Supreme Court decision in the case of Roe versus Wade, and when this law was passed back in May, there were multiple calls for the U.S. Supreme Court to step in and block the law because it's, could be perceived to be not constitutional. However, the U.S. Supreme Court decided to not step in, and the law is by far the most restrictive on abortion. Again, you can't make it outright illegal, but it's the most restrictive of any state in the United States. Here's what makes it interesting other than the 6 weeks thing. So it has no exceptions for pregnancies resulting from rape or incest.
Right.
And
just so no exceptions at all.
no exceptions. But this is the really interesting thing that I think, honestly, doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on here of this argument, this is just a weird ass move for a law, this next part. So it bars state officials from enforcing the ban, but it instead deputizes private citizens and individuals to be able to sue anyone who performs the procedure or, quote, aids and abets, right? Which is, if you know anything about the law, too broad. It's really broad.
You can someone, and I heard there was like a $10,000 snitch line, or like you get a $10,000 reward if you turn. It's like the Uber driver could turn in the person if they're for $10,000. Yes,
100. So it's literally anyone.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Including people who do not live in Texas, do not have any connection whatsoever to the abortion, or show any injury from the abortion, can sue anyone from the doctors performing it, the clinic staff, counselors, anyone who pays for the procedure, part of the procedure, the Uber driver who took you to the clinic, someone who paid for your hotel while you were getting an abortion, or even looked after your kids while you were getting an abortion, can be sued. And anyone who sues, Mark, this is what you heard about. Anyone who sues, right? So it could just be some rando, which will happen. This is going to happen all day. The courts are going to be clogged with this shit. People who are passionate about this subject can file a lawsuit if they just heard something.
Or the boyfriend can sue, once he convinces his girlfriend to go get an abortion and make some money off that abortion.
He could get $10,000 off and get the kid out of her.
Well, so anyone who sues and wins is entitled to $10,000 and for their legal fees to be covered if they win, right?
That's great. Let's flood the court with abortion snitch cases. That's great, Texas.
Here's what's worse. Defendants who are sued and win are not entitled to have their legal fees covered. So the plaintiff does not have. So you can
I'm glad I'm not a teenage girl in Texas.
Right. And again, we talked about how fucked up the American legal system is. People are going to be getting sued, hauled into court, and it's going to bankrupt people because that's what our legal system does, unfortunately.
Oh, people are going to kill each other over this.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Let's move on. Those are the facts to something around this subject, but a lot more fun. And that's Jeffrey Toobin. You guys remember Toobin, Lubin Toobin?
Yeah.
Big time.
Did he do it again?
No, he didn't do it again. But he was trending big time. Hashtag Jeffrey Toobin was trending for two reasons that I can make out. So the main reason or the genesis of both reasons is he made appearances most of the day yesterday on CNN to offer legal analysis on the Texas ban of abortion. He is CNN's legal analyst. That makes sense. Now, half of the Twitter comments were mad because they're anti-masturbation, I think, saying things like at Joshua Gale 75 said, "Dear at CNN, having Jeffrey Toobin on is an instant channel change for me. I follow plenty of lawyers that haven't masturbated on a Zoom meeting in front of women. If you would like a recommendation, hit me up."
Toobin's killed about 7 trillion kids in his hand. Whoop, right in the hand.
Right. Burned him pretty bad there, Josh. That tweet got 320 retweets, 23 quote tweets, and 1757 likes, making Josh feel pretty good. We know how that feels when you get a good tweet, a bit of a barn burner. But guys, and Josh most specifically, Toobin didn't mean to masturbate in front of women. That was a mistake, okay? It could have happened to any of us. He did, however, do the thing that was the other / main reason he was trending, which is get his buddy's daughter pregnant and then offer her money to have an abortion and then promise her that he would pay her later to have a child via sperm donor. She said no, had the baby, and Toobin then refused the DNA test. Then after he got one, the judge ordered him to pay child support, which he refused to pay in full, allegedly. So that did happen. But guys, I watched most of Toobin's coverage, and I can't really say he did anything other than give legal analysis, honestly. It's not like he was sharing his personal opinion on abortion. He wasn't.
I mean, he doesn't just masturbate all the time on camera.
Right, yeah. He trust me, he wishes this didn't happen, the masturbation thing. So let's not get on him about that. But, people were also getting on him because, he has a history of abortion, I guess, or he's got abortion in his history. So maybe that's why people were mad, essentially saying things like how ironic it was that he was talking about abortion on Twitter. Like this tweet.
This next comment might enrage the Christian Christian crowd. But if you like, similar to if your dick isn't in the cloud by 2021, you're a nerd ass nerd. If you at least haven't had your partner have a Plan B pill at your both of your like, once you talked it out, you're a nerd ass nerd. If you haven't had a fucking pregnancy scare, you're a fucking pussy nerd ass nerd.
Mark was chewing pregnancy scares at 15.
All day.
It was very stressful.
Dodging pregnancy scares left and right. Come on.
We've been together since then as a crew, so it was very stressful for the whole crew back then. But no, guys, the tweets like this came at Toobin related to the abortion thing, like this one from Washington Examiner columnist Tim Carney. So Tim, he quote tweeted Toobin saying, Jeffrey Toobin is the fitting face of the abortion movement. Okay. I guess people, again, are bringing up the past that he asked someone to get an abortion.
That's not good, yeah.
Right? Or this quote tweet from @CoolishBreeze, who says, abortions would be pretty helpful for when you knock up a coworker's daughter, right, Jeffy?
That's exactly what they're very helpful for that.
Right.
Perfect.
That was a quote tweet as well. So they both quote tweeted the same Toobin tweet. What was that? This was the Toobin tweet. Midnight in Austin. For the first time since 1973, a state has banned abortion. The great conservative legal project has succeeded. R.I.P. #Roe v. Wade. Yeah. I mean, I get not liking someone, but you can't knock the guy for not being clear and consistent. He said, R.I.P. Roe v. Wade. Do you say R.I.P. about someone you don't like? No. Toobin loves abortion. We know that. All these people were like saying it was ironic, but he wasn't saying that.
Look who all of a sudden loves abortion.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, he's always loved it. Yeah.
He's a huge abortion guy.
Yeah.
Saved his life.
Yeah, look who's consistently.
It's really weird, man.
Saved his career.
People, I don't understand what irony.
She had the baby though.
Pretty ironic that Toobin is talking about abortion. He's mourning it because he loves it.
We should just title this episode "Abortion," a talk about abortion. That'll be fun. Everyone loves that.
All right, let's move off the fucking abortion
bullshit.
Let's
not put this up on Instagram.
To the number one. You hear that, Eric? The number one trending topic, guys. Old Joey Rogues. He's got COVID-19. Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And his experience. I call him Joey Rogues.
He's chewing it.
He's got it again.
I know that he was exposed to a bunch of people that had it when Dave Chappelle was...
and Dave Chappelle and him.
I don't think he had it, though. I don't know for sure. I'm not that close of a follower anymore, but I was a big-time fan for a long time. But yeah, quick recap on Joe Rogan and COVID. Since the beginning of COVID, he's been anti-vax, going as far as telling his younger listeners to not get vaccinated back in April. Do you guys remember that?
Yep.
Of course, yeah.
If they were healthy, they didn't need it, yeah.
Right, leading to everyone, including the White House, to say, what the fuck, Joe? Anyway, guys, here's a clip from his Instagram that he posted last evening explaining about his COVID diagnosis and how he's dealing with it.
Tested, and turns out I got COVID. So we immediately threw the kitchen sink at it. All kinds of meds, monoclonal antibodies, ivermectin, Z-Pak, prednisone, everything.
Okay. So let's run down what he's taken. Monoclonal antibodies, those have been shown to help COVID patients from being severely ill. Prednisone, we all know what that is. He said a vitamin drip, like we know what that is. The last one, though, is ivermectin, which Wes talked about earlier. It's a horse dewormer, literally a horse dewormer, straight up. The FDA has come out recently and warned COVID-19 patients against taking the drug, which has been shown to be ineffective against COVID in clinical trials.
Right, but is he being cheeky here because they do have it for humans, ivermectin version for humans as well?
Yes, they do, Wes.
So is
Let's
he
get into that.
Just saying that to be controversial, like make everyone think he's taking the horse stuff? Or
no, he's taking ivermectin potentially from humans. By the way, here's a picture of the FDA website about ivermectin. It's literally a woman and a horse.
Right.
Why you should not use ivermectin to treat.
Yeah, I heard I think there's conflicting reports from doctors. I don't even want to get into it, but I think the most dangerous part about the ivermectin horse thing is that horses weigh 10 times to 20 times, whatever, more than a human. So it's really hard to get the right dosage as a human.
So ivermectin tablets are approved by the FDA to treat people with intestinal strongyloidiasis. Sounds like I got that. And some other thing I can't pronounce. 2 conditions caused by parasitic worms. In addition, some topical things like on the skin for parasites, head lice, stuff like that. But the problem is, to get the tablet, the human tablet, you need a prescription. What do you think people are doing? They getting a prescription, or are they going on Amazon and literally buying
they're not.
horse and goat
That's
stuff?
the problem. Is they're not getting the prescription, so they're not getting the right milligrams or whatever the fuck it is, dosages, right? So that's the danger. That's the most dangerous part, I think, of that drug, is people getting it and taking too much of it.
Yeah, but Joe Rogan has a doctor
He's
that gives
fine.
him whatever
He's
the
fine.
fuck
Look at him. He's on a
wants.
jog. He's not going to pass out and get in a coma from ivermectin, but someone else.
I guess my point is,
we already did stories about it.
The whole point of the discussion is, I don't, like, if you're not going to get vaccinated, like Joe Rogan's an interesting thinker, right? He's like a questioning guy, right? Cool, get that. But he's got to know that when he says ivermectin, he's got to know.
Thousands of people are going to take it now.
He certainly knows.
Right. Yeah. And Mississippi Health Department said earlier this month, 70% of the recent calls to the State Poison Control Center come from people who ingested ivermectin from livestock supply stores.
Yeah, I mean, it's a jackass move to say
it's irresponsible, right?
Yeah, you could have left it out.
He could have you should have either left it out or said, you have to be careful with how much of it you take.
Or I got a prescription, the human kind. You will die potentially if you take the horse shit.
Yeah, if you just order it online and take the horse one, and you're going to take too much and potentially die. He didn't do that at all.
No. Yeah.
Because he's kind of been an asshole the whole fucking time about COVID.
I got on Amazon, tried to find it the other day. And literally, the only one you can find is horse stuff.
Yeah.
So some goat stuff too.
Yeah, it's for livestock.
Yeah. Man, and that would have put me to sleep. Kind of like our partner Helix Sleep. Guys, they have a quiz. Just takes 2 minutes to complete. Matches your body type and sleep preferences to the mattress for you. It's time to get a new mattress. Why would you buy a mattress made for someone else? That's old school stuff, like your spring mattress that weighs an extra 100 pounds because you've been sleeping on it for 10 years and it's got a bunch of dead skin cells and hair and it's gross. And you need to move on from it because mattress technology has evolved, and Helix is one of the leaders there. They can tailor fit a mattress to you. Like, you go into a mattress store, there's some skeezy guys like, this is the firm, this is the soft, and that's it.
Lay on this one. You look good.
Now stay there. Can I photograph you?
Yeah.
You don't have to. No one's going to photograph you with Helix. You're going to get a mattress tailored to you. Everyone's unique. Helix knows that. They've got several different mattress models to choose from. They've got soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Great for cooling you down. Great if you sleep hot like I do. And they have a plus size sleepers. Look at my boy Mark over there. He's a roller. He rolls around.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, he doesn't hit the floor anymore. Not since he got his Helix. We used to have bumpers for him.
Yeah.
He took those off. I took the Helix quiz, guys. I got matched with a midnight model. It's awesome. I'm a medium guy. I sleep on my side/stomach. So that's what I got. And straight up, like old school mattresses, they got nothing. They got nothing on Helix. It's literally a life changer. I seriously recommend it. So if you're looking for a mattress, take the quiz, figure it out. And right now, you can get $200 off mattresses, all the orders, if you go to Helix Sleep. That's HELIX, sleep.com/hard factor, one word. Take the quiz. They'll match you up. They have a 10-year warranty. You're going to love it. They have a 100-night risk-free guarantee. They'll pick it up from you if you don't love it. So what do you have to lose? $200 off and 2 free pillows. And these are not like cruddy pillows. These are like the good pillows, like the kind of foamy ones that, when you stay at someone's house, you're like,
we're talking about.
Did you get a promotion? Yeah.
People are a heavy pillow. Yeah.
You got a promotion. Yeah, so it's helixsleep.com/hard factor, $200 off, 2 free pillows, helixsleep.com/hard factor.
I think your pillows are in the guest room, because unless you got a promotion.
Yeah, did you mean to put your pillows?
Unless
on this
congratulations on the promotion, I guess, then.
Ooh, okay. It's doing well, especially if your mother-in-law's coming over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we covered some Afghanistan, abortion, controversial COVID treatments. What else?
Sorry, lots of stuff happening. We love you as
Jesus.
listeners. Don't get mad at me. You can always shit on me in a DM if you think I'm a libtard.
There you go. I'm sure they will. All
Well,
right, so
day goes by that they don't.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not often that we have politicians going completely rogue and doing crazy shit. Actually, I mean, it is becoming more and more common with politicians showing off for social media these days. We have our Marjorie Taylor Greens. We have our AOCs making noise on Capitol Hill. Most recently, we saw the 50 Democratic members of the Texas state legislature go rogue and flee to D.C. and protest the effort to block some new Republican-backed voting laws. So it happens, but it's not too often a politician, at least our politicians, just up and disappear and flee to another country, allowing the media and other members of, in this case, the United States Congress, to wonder if they're dead or alive. But that's what Congressman Markwayne Mullin did. There he is. There's Markwayne Mullin. He's the conservative GOP representative from the 2nd Congressional District.
Wait a minute. Markwayne is one word?
Markwayne is one word.
That's his first name?
That's his first name, Markwayne. Markwayne.
Huh.
It's not even a hyphen. It's not, and the W's not capitalized. It's Mark, lowercase W-A-Y-N-E.
Say it like this. Markwayne.
Markwayne, like Mark Twain.
Yeah.
But
Markwayne.
But no hyphen.
Yeah, no,
really
not even a hyphen.
It's forcing someone to commit to saying both names every time.
His name is Mark Wayne. If you say Mark, that's not his name. If you say Wayne, that's not his name. His name is Mark Wayne.
Shit.
Yeah.
MW. They ever call him that?
So he's from the 2nd Congressional District in Oklahoma, which I believe is the same district that your guy's buddy Tom Coburn represented.
R.I.P. Tom Coburn.
Coburn was a senator, so
yeah,
is it the same district?
It was before he was a senator.
He was a senator. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And Mullin went rogue and fled to Afghanistan, of all places. And until yesterday morning, nobody had heard a peep from this fucking guy, if he was dead or alive or what the fuck he was doing over there. So you guys were texting back and forth. We were all kind of just wondering what the fuck's going on. The whole thing started last Tuesday, or on Tuesday, when the Washington Post reported this nut had traveled to Afghanistan on a rescue mission. And I know some of you.
With who?
Well,
listen,
he must be ex-military, right? Like the other two Congress people that were ex-military that went.
Him
right?
and his ex-military buddies, or
no, Pat. I'll get to his background. He's not ex-military, but it does have some interesting stuff in his background. So he said he was going to Afghanistan on a rescue mission, and he's not one of these wimpy politicians that you might think. Here's a little background on old Mark Wayne. He's 44 years old, and he's one tough son of a bitch. He has an associate's degree in construction technology from Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology, and prior to becoming a congressman, he ran his family's plumbing company, so Mullin Plumbing, and he hosted his own home improvement radio talk show, fittingly called House Talk, which we'll play for later in life.
Bachelor's degree in ass kicking.
That's right.
But when did he serve in the military?
He didn't serve in the military, Pat. Never did. He's not a veteran, but he does have a 3-0 MMA record.
There you go. You know what?
Yeah.
He should have
He's an MMA guy?
He should have called into our green room. It sounds like he's got some great poop stories.
Oh yeah, I mean he likes to get his hands dirty, and most importantly, he knows how to lay pipe, which is why he got elected in a landslide in 2012 during his first Congress run. He branded himself as anything but your typical politician. Sounds
like it.
Yeah, and in his unofficial campaign slogan was, you want a politician who can't lay pipe representing you in Washington, or do you want a politician that lays pipe in his sleep representing you in Washington?
So wait, okay. So when
3-0
those two,
in MMA, were they knockouts or submissions?
One was a TKO and 2 were submission. One armbar and 1 rear naked choke.
And knock people out?
Yeah, TKO by punches.
Damn, he's tough.
He was going to TKO the Taliban. He was going to put him in a rear naked choke and make him submit.
That's right. He was on a mission.
So when Seth Moulton and Peter Major, right, like the two Congress people went over there at the beginning, like people got pissed, but I was backing those dudes because they'd been there before.
Yeah, they're veterans.
Or to Iraq. They were combat veterans. So it's like, if anyone's going to go and check it out, like that's cool. I mean, figure out the transportation so it doesn't fuck people up, but like you can at least handle your shit. This guy
can handle his shit.
He was not in the military, but he went on a rescue mission.
Was it just him?
I believe it was. So what happened is he went to the embassy of Tajikistan because he wanted to try to get in through there. So he wanted to like their embassy, wanted to talk to their top diplomats because he wanted to bring a bunch of cash in. So he wanted to bring a bunch of cash, an insane amount of cash through Tajikistan to get to Afghanistan because he was going to use this cash to hire a helicopter to rescue this one specific family. No one knows shit about who the family is, where they are, but he was going to use this to basically rent a helicopter to get these fucking people out of there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They were like, no, you can't break our laws just because you're a congressman and you have this crazy idea that you want to be a hero.
He's like, give me the toughest Tajikistan man right now. We'll settle this. If I beat him in the ring, then you let me through. Give me the helicopter.
It's crazy that he had to do that, and there's not like, I don't know, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of ex-military private contractors in our country that he could have hired with some of that cash. He would have done it more safely.
Yeah,
Pat, why do something? Why hire someone to do something that you could do yourself?
Dude,
that's right.
So he's okay. Is he okay? Do we know?
So no one had heard from him for days, right? And they didn't know, what they didn't really know what he was up to. They just knew that he fled and was somewhere in Afghanistan, and on this rescue mission. So finally, he got into, and everyone told him not to go. The Pentagon, the State Department, they're like, this is
don't
dangerous.
Do it.
Please, you're basically just a civilian. Stay the fuck out of Afghanistan, right?
Have you seen my MMA record?
He's also a master of disguise.
Yeah. He's like, he's just a tough guy, and once you tell him no, he wants to do it more. He's one of those guys. Yeah. So finally, he's put out a statement. Yesterday morning, his office put out a statement that said, Congressman Mullin has been and is currently completely safe. He and the office of Oklahoma's 2nd District will continue to do anything in its power to bring home all Americans from the war zone that President Biden abandoned. The safety and security of the American people will always be his top priority. We have no further comment at this time. And this is a similar statement to what Mullin put out before he left, which was basically saying, Biden abandoned these people. Here, I have his quote. Hang on a second.
Someone's got to call this guy a pedo guy, because this is the same thing that Elon Musk did with the Thai kids. Like, they were like, we have a plan, Elon, and he showed up with this fucking submarine, and everyone was like, Elon, no, you're not supposed to be here. Like, he's
why would he call? Yeah, he's the Elon in this situation.
Oh, he's the Elon.
Elon called someone a pedo guy. No, Elon.
I'm sorry, I thought
you're right. Yeah, Elon called a professional. This is like he's going over there and calling.
Yeah. He's the Elon in the situation, but still. Like, he could have easily gotten a service person killed if he got captured.
If he had to get rescued,
This is my problem when I said, that I was pissed off at the people that didn't heed the warning. It's like people that don't, like, I understand, like, the hurricanes or something. Like, those people put unnecessary other people's lives in danger by not heeding warnings of getting the fuck out. And then someone's got to go rescue your ass because you didn't listen to the months or the warnings. I get, like, an old person staying behind a hurricane, or like someone that just, like, can't get out. But, like, those type of people, when they have warnings, get the fuck out. Otherwise, you're going to put other people's lives in danger. It's a selfish fucking act. So he went over there and he was, basically being a hero. People, whether it was a publicity stunt, whatever it was, to look like a hero, it fucking worked, because on his Instagram, he posted this: have we been helping get Americans out of Afghanistan? Yes. Is the mission continuing? Yes. Am I missing? No. Did I go dark for a little? Yes, because it wasn't safe to be communicating. Am I extremely disappointed in how we, the United States, left Americans behind? That would be an understatement. President Biden and his administration are absolutely lying to the American people about Americans and our friends being left behind. So many great Americans, many who are veterans and many who are not, are stepping up to keep our promise. We will never leave an American behind. Mullin family, #USA keep our promise, #God bless America, #love our country, #ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
Was this a terrible use of time as a leader? Yes. Could I have been more effective easily as an elected representative doing something else than putting boots on the ground in a war zone I've never been to with my 3-0 MMA record? Yes.
Yes.
Was it just me and Sylvester Stallone? Yes.
Are my qualifications that I'm a high school dropout and a plumber and I have a degree?
Come on.
I'm sorry. No, dude, you got to have qualifications. I'm a college dropout, but you got to have fucking qualifications.
Listen, he had no fucking business going over there.
Obviously
that is
not.
100% right.
I like that. I like that he was trying to rescue a certain family that probably is from his
Dude, we
state.
all want that family.
Very noble.
Yeah, I love that. I fucking love that. But I don't know if he should have gone over there to do that. That doesn't make.
No, because then his ass needs to get rescued.
If he gets captured, how many resources have to go into saving a U.S. congressman?
All of them. And is he a fucking target, dude? Remember we were talking about leverage? How do we get people out of?
If the Taliban got a congressman,
then they have leverage.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Or ISIS K cuts a
ISIS
congressman's
K.
head off.
Dude.
And now we're in a fucking war. Now we're in a
Exactly.
huge war because this dipshit gets over there and gets murdered, or captured. Like,
It's
stupid.
the same reason that presidents' kids have Secret Service detail, bro. It's not because I'm not gonna say it, but it's leverage. They don't.
They gotta keep a leash on this guy.
Yeah. No, he's a liability. It was a stupid move, but he thinks he's a hero. And if you read the Instagram comments, if it was a publicity stunt for maybe a later campaign down the road, maybe a Senate run, maybe
it will work.
He's like, it's God bless America. I'm so proud to be an Oklahoman.
Right.
You are the man.
When he gets home, the optics are fantastic.
In a fantasy world where everyone plays fucking video games, yes, Markwayne, you almost saved the day, Markwayne. But like Markwayne, you're a fucking idiot, Markwayne. Markwayne is going to die. Here's the last words Markwayne's going to hear at some point in his life. Markwayne, no!
Yeah.
We got Markwayne home. Did Markwayne come home?
We
got
told
Markwayne
him that
home.
too.
We got him home.
Yeah.
What a hero. Did you go threaten people at the Kazakhstan embassy, Markwayne?
Oh yeah, he's threatened to get people fired over there. Yeah, he's barking. He's barking.
Dude, what did he wear? You know he wore some fucking stolen valor camo too. You know Markwayne is going in full tactical gear that he doesn't want to operate and he did not earn.
I mean, that's a shirt that he posted from his Instagram. It looks kind of like a little military shirt right there. Yeah.
So
What do you
Markwayne
think the handshake is on Markwayne? Way too aggressive?
Way too aggressive.
Dude, well intentioned, but this is just dumb.
It is. Look, it is. We need to get everyone out, right? It is noble intentions. Again, he probably had some information on a family that's in dire straits over there. Would love to get them home, but why is he going? Why is he the congressman, as an active congressman, going?
It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this cash except fly it over myself instead of maybe hire someone that's fucking been there before.
He's just listening to Creedence CCD, and he's just like, I ain't no senator's son. He's flying over there. It ain't
Call
me.
up Betsy
Listen, I'm
DeVos,
proud, Mary.
bro. Her brother is a fucking runs a private security firm that does shit like this.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Just hire, overpay for professional ex-military to go over there and fuck them up and get the family home.
Right. Listen, he saw the other congressman going out there, didn't want to get outshined. I don't know.
The guys that went over there when it was an issue and served in that war and went to go see other brothers and sisters were doing. Like,
listen,
there's no congressman going over there right now. No, it's just him.
Yeah, I know. He's a nut, man.
I'm a plumber, like to get my hands dirty. That's
very stupid. Well,
it was stupid.
He's gonna get it was stupid, very stupid. So hopefully he doesn't do it again.
Oh my God,
anymore.
Markwayne, I'm so glad you're home.
That was like the third time he tried to get over there too. He tried to get over there through Greece before, and they fucking stopped his ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a madman. So that's that.
Is nothing going on in his
only hope.
There's nothing going on in his
Markwayne.
district. Like he hasn't been serving his district for how long now?
Yeah, I don't know.
When we said you are our only hope, Markwayne, we meant for you to use your political power.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be home for the first Sooners game though. Woo!
He's on his way back.
Yeah.
We'll keep you posted on who this family was, if he got him out.
I hope he got him out.
Sure, I hope he did.
I hope
too.
he got him out too.
Listen, what will that justify the whole trip? I don't know.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it 100% will.
Okay. Well, hopefully he didn't put anyone else in danger. But
I will say that it would. I mean, that's
would.
what they say. They
come
love
on.
you when you win. But yeah.
Don't be silly. If he got a family out,
it would be pretty awesome.
I bet he didn't even go.
Yeah, I don't think he got into. I don't think
he
he
like
got into
stayed. He
Afghanistan.
stayed like in the Tajikistan embassy and waited for the family.
I think
to
he
come
stayed
down.
in Georgia.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he went quiet, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Someone
So,
got it. Someone
we'll let
told
you know
him
what
to stop
happened.
it. Yeah.
Hopefully he got someone.
Oh, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, huh?
Yeah, he lays the pipe, man. Okay. Guys, the world is racing to get back to normal and start meeting up in person again. But after the years we've had, getting back to feeling normal takes time. Mental health should be a top priority for everyone, because if you have people you need to take care of, you need to take care of yourself first. Otherwise, you can't be your best for them, right? So if you're feeling overwhelmed by it all, you're not alone. It's important to find the support you need to face those things and move forward. We all talk to our friends when we're experiencing issues, but they don't always give the best feedback and advice we need. Frankly, they're going through their own stuff, like we all are. So it's time to go to a professional, and getting unbiased feedback and advice from a licensed professional can be refreshing and actually rewarding. supporting. When you're in a low point, you might feel alone, but over 50% of Americans struggle with their mental health. Therapy was an integral part of my alcohol recovery and still is. It's the number one thing I always recommend first to anyone that reaches out to me asking for insight or getting help, because it fucking works. We all need help sometimes, and making and asking for support when you need it is actually a sign of strength. It really is.
I challenge that 50% number. More like 100. More like
Right
100%
now?
of people are challenged with their mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Talkspace makes it easy to match with a licensed therapist and schedule live video sessions, all from the comfort of your device. You can start messaging your therapist the same day you sign up. So it's, if you're nervous about going into an office, you're right from the comfort of your own home. You can sit on your own couch and do this stuff, and it's really helpful. Whether you're a parent, student, millennial, or just someone having a hard day, Talkspace can provide the support, make you feel better with a single message. Set goals with the therapist, and then they help make sure you're really progressing. They help you develop tools to cope with difficult times, and it's you can send and receive unlimited messages with your dedicated therapist in the app. Schedule your sessions. It's amazing. Thousands of licensed therapists are available for you to match with, so give it a shot. Start feeling better with a single message. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code HARDFACTOR. That's $100 off when you use HARDFACTOR at Talkspace.com.
All right, got one more segment for you, but one more piece of business. It's crazy how fast the prices of just about everything are rising. Gas, groceries, clothes, you name it. And all the experts are saying it's going to get worse before it gets better. I've been looking at all the ways I can personally cut costs, ways to save where I can. And I started with my auto insurance, and I started with Gabby. Shopping for auto insurance sucks. I get it, and so does Gabby. That's why they do all the work for you. Things that would take days or weeks, Gabby does in like literally minutes, not even like tens of minutes, like minutes. Gabby uses your current policy to compare your current coverage with 40 of the top insurance providers like Progressive, Nationwide, and Travelers. They're the one true comparison platform with fast, verifiable quotes, not ballpark guesses. And because Gabby uses your current coverage, they only show policies that are the same or better than your current coverage, many of them at a lower price. And Gabby is free to use, and they never sell your info, so no annoying spam or robocalls. Gabby helped me find the right policy. I was paying too much for car insurance, considering I literally don't drive much. Got 2 cars, my wife and I, but I'm not driving mine much. So I went to Gabby.com/hardfactor and provided my driving information. Within 5 minutes, I had quotes from 10 auto insurance companies, and now I'm saving more than $70 a month on car insurance. I think Will said he's saving more than like $50 a month. People who switch to Gabby save on average $80 a month versus their current policy. That's $80 a month. That's like $1,000 a year, I'm pretty sure. I don't do the math quickly. It's close to $1,000 a year. Come on now. It's not just me who loves Gabby. Gabby has been featured in TechCrunch, Forbes, and USA Today. Start saving on your auto insurance today. Go to Gabby.com/hardfactor to start saving today. It's totally free. That's GABI.com/hardfactor, Gabby.com/hardfactor. Okay, and now it is time. Well, let's have Darcel tell you what time it is.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Yeah. All right, first up, we might as well jump right to it. I don't want to bury the lead anymore. Friend of the program, Yuri Tolochko, who has been a subject of at least 3 of our other shows, and he came on the show and gave one of the best interviews we've ever had, is back at it, fellas. You may remember Yuri as the man who married his sex doll, Margot. The marriage did not last long, though, and Yuri moved on to a harem of new dolls. That's when we had him on. He was with his harem. He told us he was going to get a new doll soon as well with that harem, and you can see that interview on youtube.com/hardfactor. It's racking up views still. I would check it out. And I think he was saying he was going to buy a boy doll to join his other 2 dolls, one of which was like a half chicken, half woman, the lower half being chicken, and the other one was like this pretty like Asian woman doll. And now apparently he has developed feelings for a large ashtray.
God damn it.
A large ashtray at a club he sometimes goes to and wants to own it, and he wants to attach an artificial vagina to it. And here's a picture of Yuri with the ashtray. He's wearing his Zangief outfit and straddling the ashtray. You can see it there. It's about a foot tall, I'd say. Like it's like looks like a nightstand.
Ashtray is in trouble.
Yeah,
it's like one of those ashtrays that like they're at public places and they have a little bit of like gravel on the top of them.
Yes.
Something that you would ash in if your arm was fully extended at your side.
It's like thigh high.
Yeah, it's like a foot and tall. Yeah, exactly. It's an ashtray. It's not It's not like a tin. It's a big one. So here's what he had to say about the ashtray that he says he's now dating. I liked it, the smell of it, the touch of metal on my skin. It's fantastic. I like the touch of sharp metal on my skin. It excites me, so I think you can understand what attracts me to this ashtray. When I hugged it and pulled out cigarette butts, cigarette packs, and all sorts of stuff, I liked it. I liked it when the ashes stained my bare feet, body, and beard.
He's a dirty
So we're going to have to get him back on the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he going to get to own it?
Yeah, he's working through the process.
Working out the details.
He hasn't stolen it by now?
You got to quit coming over here and fucking our ashtray during business hours, okay? It's freaking our patrons out.
I believe I read that he was paid by the club to make an appearance, and at his paid appearance is when he fell in love with the ashtray. So he's been going back and he wants to install. He has got some specifics on how he's going to install a vagina into it and stuff like that. So I think they're just going to give him the fucking ashtray. Is my guess.
Jesus, you don't want to invite Yuri over to your house. He might fall in love with your clock or your couch or something.
Yeah, you need to give him whatever he falls in love with.
Yeah. I got to give him my clock. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, you're such a man. You love so much, Yuri, and I love, and God, you seem so happy with my couch.
Yeah.
No, I'd give it to him.
Well, shit.
Just give him the couch. Yuri's our guy. Well, I'm going to reach out to him on WhatsApp and see if we can get him back on the show.
Can you pay for shipping, though?
Yeah. All right. So that's great news, right? Yuri's back in the news for doing something crazy. He's our guy. But let's go ahead and pull a 180 now and talk about an animal that was killed despite a large protest asking not to kill it. That's always fun. In the UK, British government veterinarians euthanized beloved alpaca Geronimo despite public outcry not to. Geronimo, seen here living with his owner, or former owner, because he's dead, Helen McDonald, he tested positive twice for bovine tuberculosis. So bovine TB, right? And that's tough, right? So, but McDonald claimed Geronimo tested negative when she first got it from New Zealand, and that the two positive tests were just false positives. And then she spent thousands of dollars and had thousands of people support her in her request to have Geronimo tested a third time to prove that he doesn't have bovine TB. But a high court judge said, I'm not wasting time testing him a third time. The motherfucker has bovine TB, okay? And we're killing him. We're going to cull him just like we culled 27,000 cattle in 2020 because we don't want that bovine TB spreading, because we're literally an agricultural nation built on agriculture and cows, and that's why we can't have it spreading. So that's what the judge said, and then they fucking killed
Geronimo.
Killed Geronimo.
Sorry. Well, he had to go.
I mean, 2 positive tests.
They couldn't have set like a fenced area up for him, like quarantine.
Yeah.
I don't get why they couldn't just. Yeah, exactly, Pat.
I don't know, but if it's spread, I guess I don't know the logistics of how it spreads. But again, I think I was over at the UK. It smells like every time the wind shifts, you get cow shit because they got a big agricultural thing over there.
And they spit those things, don't they? Are they like
llamas do? Yeah,
they're
llamas and alpacas,
like
don't they?
Machines,
spit?
yeah. Like
who does it?
What's that?
Who does the culling? Who murders it?
Yeah, so it was like veterinarians that work for the government, but Heather McDonald said it was a bunch of assassins that came over and just yanked the alpaca from her hands and tortured it, making it die painfully, and they're not letting her see the results of the post-autopsy or post-mortem at all. They're just not letting her see what happened, and apparently the results won't come in for 3 months if he really did test positive when he died or whatever. He's dead, though. So a bunch of animal activists and journalists who camped out at the farm in Wickworth, which is west of London, watched as their pleas were ignored and Geronimo was killed.
Jeez.
I've been wrong before. I'll say it, but this lady is crazy if she thinks that someone tortured her animal and she needs to see an autopsy report.
Yeah. No, Geronimo! The executioner yelled as he kicked it over a cliff.
She made this a lot worse for herself than she had to. I mean,
they had to name the thing Geronimo, huh?
Yeah.
I was gonna make a Geronimo joke. Geronimo.
She made this tough on herself.
I mean, what are the odds that they got
cute.
someone in there that wanted to torture the animal? What are the odds then?
I hate alpacas.
Right.
Listen, as long as the alpaca wasn't being caressed by Donna, whoever he was being tortured.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
true. Yeah, there was no way to humanely kill it in her eyes because she's about to sue the government over it. And that's it for Geronimo. Let's move on. And in Germany, their central bank is getting flooded with flooded money. You may remember there was a record-breaking and deadly floods in Germany this July, I think in mainly Germany and Belgium. And that led to over 50 million euros in damaged water, like bills, soaked bills being sent to the German central bank. Here's like a kind of look at like what it kind of looks like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The Bundesbank said that individuals and banks have handled a bunch of notes that were soaked in the floods and contaminated with oil, sewage, mud, and other smut. And the damaged money is like dried in this process and then destroyed. And then all of the owners are refunded without charge because money isn't real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know that. But
yeah.
So it looks like when you get a book wet, is it what that money looked like? Wait, so like a bank flooded specifically? It wasn't 50. It was.
So all of the flooded money in Germany funnels through other banks back to the central bank. The central bank of the Bundesbank every year, when even not during flood season, collects damaged money. They have a process to verify that it was at one point real. When they verify it was real, they burn it or destroy it, and then they refund the other banks who refund the patrons of those banks. It's just the process over there. I don't know if it's the same here, but yeah, like they just they collect all the damaged money in one location. Again, money being an imaginary thing. The bank said that the center usually receives 40 million in damaged euros per year, but they have gotten over 50 million just in the past few months due to the horrible floods that killed almost 200 people in Germany, which is terrible. And I'm sure there's absolutely zero fraud going on there with the money being returned and wet. So it's all in the up and up. Everyone gets a refund.
Yeah. I mean, we used to do that with Chick-fil-A free sandwich coupons when the Chick-fil-A I worked at brand new opened. They'd say, all right, everyone got a fucking free sandwich coupon in the neighborhood. And then they're like, all right, take out the trash. And you're taking out a trash bag full of nothing but free sandwich coupons. Like,
I've got this Sonic coupon right now. This is bad. I've got this Sonic coupon right now, and it doesn't have a coupon number on it. It just says, like, you buy one cheeseburger, get one free. And it's just a piece of paper. And so you go to the Sonic, and you're like, hey, I got this coupon, which I do for buy one, get one free. I think they're supposed to take it from me, and they just never do. So I just keep telling them, and then they just keep giving me free cheeseburgers. I've used it like 4 times.
You gotta lose that coupon, Mark.
No, it's not good for me. Speaking of free money in Germany, speaking of free money and free cheeseburgers, are we gonna get another check from the government here? Joe, what's up? What was that $4.5 trillion in infrastructure and all that stuff? Are we getting another check? I'm trying to blow it all in NFL gambling here. Can I get another check? We got another check?
Is it going to happen? I don't know.
Can I write another check? I mean, we've still been doing COVID stuff, right? I don't think we're going to get another check. I don't think so. Anyways, that's going to do it for Hard Factor today. Interesting episode. A lot of controversial issues.
We don't make the news, We don't make it,
A lot of controversial issues. If you didn't like what you heard, tune back in tomorrow. Get over it. We love you guys. We do appreciate the support. The green room went okay with the poop stories. The stories were fantastic, but not a lot of people tuned in because I think it was the poop.
You think?
It might have been the poop. So we'll do a different topic next week. Please leave 5-star reviews for us to read this Friday on Apple Podcasts. Borrow someone's phone if you have to. Go to the Verizon store and just log into whatever phone's there. Search for Apple Podcasts. Search for Hard Factor. Leave a review. Say you're at the Verizon store. Also, please leave us voicemails at 512-270-1480, or you can leave a voice memo and send it to the Gmail thing that Wes is about to say.
Hard Factor voicemail at gmail.com.
Thank you. Florida Man Friday on Patreon. It's a new month. It's the beginning of the month, so this is the perfect time to get in on Patreon. You get the full month. You get all of the last year back catalog of Florida Man Fridays plus our weekly Hive-Hour show, and you can get on the Discord. Even if you're in the $5 tier, you don't get all of this stuff like the gambling stuff, which is really ramping up.
Ooh,
you want to get sent in the car for
humming
that.
Over there.
Yeah, the Tour Championship talk is starting to come in today. I would join the Patreon now. Beginning of the month's the best time to join. It's patreon.com/hardfactor. But just listen to the show and spreading the word and leaving reviews helps too. We appreciate you guys. It's been a great year. It's going to continue to be. We love you. Have a great fucking day.
My apartment complex is currently flooding.
Hardfactor.com. Patreon.com/hardfactor.